Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to recap chapter number 6, that is functions and linear graphs from book 1. Learning objectives of today's lesson is to state the coordinates of a point, plot a point in a Cartesian plan, draw the graph of a linear function, solve problems involving linear graphs in a real world context. First, have a look on the Cartesian plan. This is a rectangular or Cartesian plan which consists of two number lines intersecting at right angles at the point O, known as the origin. The horizontal line is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. You can see that on x-axis right hand side the positive numbers are written and on left hand side the negative numbers are written. And on y-axis above the line the numbers are positive and below the lines the number are negative, and they are having the same gap. They are placed with a same interval on the line. Now the position of any point in the plane can be determined by its distance from each of the axes. Thus its position is given by an ordered pair. And when we talk about the ordered pair, it is the composition of x coordinate and y coordinate having two values written within the parenthesis with a fixed order. Now x coordinate is the x value, the distance from the x-axis, and the y coordinate refers to the distance from the y coordinate. And when they comes together to plot a position of any point, this is called an ordered pair on the graph. Now when the values are coming with different sign, we can place them by using their specified area. In quadrant 1 you can see that we are going to place both x and y positive values, means plus 2 or plus 3 will be placed in quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, if x is a negative sign and y is a positive sign, we will place that point over here. In third quadrant, we will place a number, an ordered pair which have both x and y negative values. And in quadrant 4, we will place a ordered pair in which x is positive and y is negative. For better understanding, you can see these points plotted for you. First is 2, 3, both are having positive numbers, so we have placed them in the quadrant 1. Minus 3, 1 mean x is negative and y is positive, so we have placed in quadrant 2. Third one is x is minus 1.5 and y is minus 2.5. We have placed them in the third quadrant. You can see that we are going to place the x value first and the y value second, because x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. And where to plot a point when x and y both become 0. When x is 0 and y is 0, the coordinates of that point is 0, 0. So where to place it? Yes, we are going to place it at the origin, because at the origin both x and y values become 0, 0. Along y-axis, the x coordinate remains 0 and on x-axis y coordinate remain 0. Have a look on the slide that we have plotted 4 points A, B, C and D, and then we have joined them to form a shape. A coordinates were minus 4 and 3, B coordinates are 2 and 3, C coordinates are 2 and minus 1, and D coordinates are minus 4 and minus 1. We have placed x coordinate first, x value first and y value second. And when we join them, these dots either clockwise or anti-clockwise with a straight line, we formed a shape, and this is a rectangle this time. Now let's talk about a function. A function is a relationship between two variables x and y such that every input x produces exactly one output. A function is a group of statements that together perform a task, and it is a relationship over two sets that associate every element of the first set to exactly one element of the second set. So that a function is such that every input produces exactly one output. The input x and the output y of a function can be written as an ordered pair x, y. A function can be represented using words, an equation, a table, or a graph. The general form of it, y equal to ax plus b, here is an example given. Let y is equal to x plus 3 is called the equation of the function. This is the equation of the linear function because both the variables involved got the highest power as one only. A function can be represented in the table form and a function can be represented on the graph. The graph of a linear function or equation, that is y is equal to ax plus b or y is equal to mx plus c in general, is represented or plotted on the graph. When we are going to plot a function on the graph, we can take two minimum points, but we will need to plot with the 3 points to obtain the graph of the linear function. In fact, a straight line can be determined by plotting 2 points. We use the third point to check for mistake in the graph. As you can see that whenever we are going to plot a linear equation or a linear function on the graph, it all the time results as a straight line on the graph. Now the function is given as y is equal to 2x plus 1. We are going to suppose x values as minus 2, 0 and 2, and we will put these x values one by one in the given function to have the exactly one output of y value. When x is equal to minus 2, the y value after solving the given equation is minus 3. Hence the order pair is resulting as minus 2, minus 3. First we are going to write x coordinate and second we will write y coordinate. When x equal to 0, y become 1. So the ordered pair become 0, 1. When x is 2, y become 5. So the ordered pair is 2, 5. We are going to plot this point on the graph, and when we plot these points on the graph, it results as a straight line on the graph. And you can see we have plotted the arrowheads on both edges of the line. It shows that it can be continue on both sides. Now the application of the linear graph in real world context is that linear graphs are used in many daily situations. For example, we can use a graph to convert between different currencies, to convert between units of volume, and to show the journey of a moving vehicle. The given example is a journey of a moving vehicle where the distance and time relationship has been shown to you. The x-axis is showing the time in hours and the y-axis is showing the distance in meters. From the graph you can easily check that what is the distance covered over some specified time period. For example, in 3 hours how much distance is covered? Yes, it is 75 meter. So hence you can locate any time related to the distance over here. This is the application of the real linear graph in the real world context. Hence you can solve some questions as you practice from review exercise 6 page 154 and 155. Question number 1a, 2, 3 and 4 are the given assignment to solve. Good luck to solve these questions and have a nice day.